Peace and love, y'all. It's your brother A.D.V.I.S.S, and we are here with a new series and new content titled More Interviews. And More Interviews, it stands for Memoirs of Our Real Experiences. And I'm so hyped and I am blessed, and I should say I'm also gracious to share today with us the first viewees for this episode. So without further ado, we're gonna alert a few more minutes for y'all to come in. But at this moment in time right now, we would like to have, and explain a little bit, brothers Zacharyah and brother Blksknn onto the show, y'all. So I'm gonna be waiting and adding them in, and then we'll do the more formalities when it comes to introducing things of the nature. So let's give some time for everyone to pop up in. But peace and love to all of y'all in here, and thank y'all for showing up. Yo. Peace and love, brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, brother? Run that back one more time. Let's see. There we go. All right, yeah. Let's check all the sounds right now. How we sounding?
Yo. Y'all see me?
All right. Yeah, I can see you, brother.
Can
you
you
got a little
hear?
sideways on you. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, word.
Perfect, y'all. All right. Now let's reintroduce this, y'all. So, peace and love, y'all. It's your brother A.D.V.I.S.S, and we're here with a new series entitled More Interviews, which stands for Memoirs of Our Real Experiences. And I am excited as well as honored to date to have two dope individuals, one that I know personally, another one I've gotten to listen music-wise. And today we're going to be sharing and talking about their new EP, talking about musical journeys, and in any other more topics. But without further ado, welcome to the show, y'all. Blksknn and the brother Zacharyah.
Thank you for having us, man. For real. This is dope. It's dope to be the first guest here, man.
Yes, man. Y'all the pioneers. So I appreciate y'all for definitely taking the time to come in and, to help me open this up as well and get to share the dope content that y'all have.
No, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. But without further ado, if any of y'all in the comments too have any questions or anything that you're curious about throughout the interview, please feel more than welcome to do so. That is going to be the other portion of this interview if we do have some questions and some time. But to start things off, brothers, first question, as well as hopefully how y'all doing.
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. I just finished working a little bit, so I'm just by the park, man. My daily routine. I work, and I stop at the park, and I smoke a bunch of weed. So like, this is the perfect pick right here. So I'm doing good, man.
Brother, I'm doing well, man. Like I said, I'm grateful for this opportunity in this moment. And I mean, like yourself right now, not necessarily I've been, doing a little bit smoking, but relaxing to get myself ready for this. So been excited. Brother Zacharyah, what's up?
What's up, bro? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm good,
Yes.
bro. Good. I'm chilling, bro. Hey, tell me why I hopped on this thing like an hour early. I was like, call like 17 or like 10. I'm like, I miss it. I see the thing. Bro, I can't ask, man. My mathematics be all off.
Hey, that's what happens to you in different time zones, man. Yeah. For those, we are in different time zones. So it makes sense, brother. As well as the excitement, man. It happens.
Yeah.
But yes, without further ado, y'all. All right, let's definitely get into these now. Tell me, because I want to know. I've actually got to see your other interview, Black, so I got to at least get some more details on you. But for those who don't know, as well as for Zacharyah, can y'all take y'all time and tell us about yourself as well as your background?
Shit. Well, uh,
Yeah, he's choppy a little bit. One more time.
okay. All right. So, yeah, I go by Blksknn musically. You guys can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Where? I go by Blksknn musically. That's Blksknn. I'm born and raised in Seattle, Washington, the Northwest. It's a very weird place. Um, most people would think it's just super laid back and easy going, which it is, but that's just like the man for everything else going on here. You know, the racism,
Mm.
other weirdo shit that goes on up here. Shit, man, I come from a big ass family of 10. Uh, so like, like, yeah, I come from a family of 10. First generation American also. So like, there's a lot of I would say there's a lot of unique experiences in my upbringing and being alive so far. Like I got a lot of
Mm.
experience, unique point of views on things because of where I come from. And yeah, I could dig deeper and get even more interesting, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Man, and that's definitely interesting, man. 10? Dang, man, that's woo, that's like you said before, that's a tribe for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
easily.
Definitely.
Like we can be like on them tribes hidden in the jungle or some shit. Like it's that much of us, like hella of us. Like, outside of the tent, like the extended family, is crazy big too. So, like my family, wild big. Uh, yeah.
And that's beautiful. Man. And you, brother?
Yeah. So I don't come from a family of 10. But I definitely come from a big family on both sides. My name is Zach. Basically, I'm a disciplinary artist, and I make music and beats, and I rap, but more on the production side at this point in my life. Um, I come from everywhere. Like I'm not from anywhere specific.
Mm.
Uh, from a lot of places. I traveled a lot growing up. Um, Main predominant areas like overseas, the South.
Mm.
My family is originally from the West Coast. One side from West Coast, one from the South. Um, yeah, I would say like about me, like one thing about me is that music, like growing up, you know,
Mm.
and yeah, right now I'm on the East Coast, kind of just doing my thing. I got three brothers. One brother I haven't met yet, somewhere overseas, and then I got two sisters. So
Wow.
yeah,
I ain't know that part about you.
what? With my brother, my
Yeah.
yeah, I got a little. I just found out like I might have like a little light skinned Japanese brother somewhere.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Oh, dang.
That's crazy.
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
worldwide. All right, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. But yes, y'all. So for those who are still coming in, if not too, we got the brothers Blksknn and Zacharyah here, and mostly yes, we're gonna be talking about their new EP that dropped. If y'all haven't heard it, if y'all don't even know, please get hip to it. It's called Day in the Life, and we're just here answering some questions. So my next one I have for both of y'all, because I mean we're in here to talk about the music. Um, when did y'all begin creating music? Is the first part. And the second question on top of that is, what inspired or pushed y'all to create this music? So anyone
Uh,
of you want to go first?
go ahead, you got it.
All right. So I started creating music. I think it's like 5.5 years ago now. I was working at a rental car place and
Mm.
press like split one day. started like delivery drive shit. So
Mm.
today I was like sitting in the car waiting that I was supposed to drop off, and listening to Midnight Marauder by Tribe Called Quest. Life Dog is rapping, you know. I
Mm.
I just started writing that day, and then I writing crazy raps. Yeah, like uh, like I've always taught me
Mm.
words, like words in particular. Like I really just love words. I love like breaking down words and learning and figuring out what they mean without even looking at the dictionary. Like I love words. I love music. Put those two together, you get hip hop. You know, like
Yes.
that's yeah. That's how it started, man. What was the second part of the question again?
And the second part is what inspired or pushed you to create the music? Because I know that's how you started, but what really inspired you?
But shit, it was a more out of a need to just like express myself
Mm.
out like without damaging things around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like even if you like, cause sometimes you can hold things in and you'll either push it out in like a physical way where you're like either fighting people or you're hurting yourself by hitting things or whatever, or you
Yeah.
push it out in like a verbal way where you hurt people that are close to you. You know what I'm saying? So like that was my best in between outlet, so I don't gotta keep like running. I'm able to actually problem my words, my verbal skills. But that's where the actual motivation for all of my really
Mm.
having the space to be really.
I can dig that. I mean, definitely that takes that honestly that takes a lot of not only self-awareness, but also that takes a lot of, encouragement to do so. Because some folks is not necessarily able to pinpoint already, like, yo, I can be either doing this to help with not doing that. And then some folks are still, oh, I can still do this and still do all of those things there. But having that self awareness is very key. So, big ups to you on that.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes.
That's fire. I forgot it was Midnight Marauder.
Mm.
Yeah, that album is fucking classic right there. That's one of the ones that you just play forever.
Yes. It probably was the bugging out track maybe that made you really want to go in and go like that. I don't know if it's
Mm.
specifically that one, but maybe
Okay,
bugging out.
so it was either that. Okay, there's this other song where Fight
There we
Dog
go.
he goes,
Ego tripping?
yeah, that shit. So
Mm.
Five Dog, he says go get yourself some toilet paper because your lyrics butt. Shit right there, yo, that shit fucked me up. I was like, yo, niggas was saying and like that's amazing. I dig this.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, but I agree. That's definitely was
It was
classic, and it
disrespectful.
still is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was
I mean,
disrespectful too.
you're MC. Come on now. You on there to let people know. We can go all the way back to all of the different battles of the great times between like you got LL and Kumo D and all of them. But yeah, it's
But
just to
like
make your note.
back in that day, like at that point in time, you call somebody butt. That's like
Mad
that was like a
disrespectful.
Those was like you ready to throw hands. But
oh god.
yes. All right, and you, brother.
Yeah. So what got me started on music? That was the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing music since I was like 13, man.
Mm.
So I started uh we used to have pep rallies at my little high school,
Oh
and
wow.
I did sports. My friend, my homie, used to do music, and so like one time we had recorded this lame ass song, like it wasn't nothing. But I started rapping, got my little bars off, and then somebody like came up to us, or one of like the class president or some shit was like, yo, y'all want to perform this at the pep rally?
Mm.
And this was like the time when people were jerking, you know, like, so I had the skinny, I had the Kool-Aid t-shirt, bro. I had the glass, bro. I was swagged out. You feel me? So motherfuckers got to that pep rally and performed my little verse for the first time, off beat like a motherfucker. You know, like the mic wasn't right, all that stuff. And then like people, you know, like I got a little girlfriend from that, something like, you know, she was like, oh my God, so good. No, damn well I did good. So I got a little clout. So after that, I was like, ooh, maybe I could rap. You know what I'm saying? So, and I used to be just like I used to be a band, like I used to be in band. So I used to play trumpet.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
yeah, so I used to just play the trumpet all the time. So I've always been like a music lover. And then I decided like when I was 19 to start rapping. And then when I moved to Seattle, I decided I was going to start making beats. So I just kind of like went from there, you know?
Yes. And bro, that's mad interesting, but it starts to make sense that, you know, a lot of us, you know, being exposed to music very young and how that translates into, you know, us finding the passion to be able to go for and do that and then get yourself in these situations, and it starts to make sense later on down the line, you know, what routes that you want to take when it comes musically because of the influences and experiences that you've had. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's mad interesting, man. Wouldn't expect, you know, you over here performing at the pep rally and all of that going on. That's pretty
That's
cool. That's a dope story.
that's crazy. Like,
I started as a hype man, bro. It was the hype. I did not want to rap at all, bro. I was just like basketball. I had hoop dreams, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
yeah.
man. Like we all did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Nah,
man.
yeah. Hey, yo, bro, Calvin, Blksknn could hoop. I don't even lie. You know, some niggas be
Mm,
like, yeah, bro, I hoop, woo, woo. I forgot where we were. Where
yeah.
we at? Calvin
Oh, you
Park?
mean when we went to that
Ferguson?
open gym?
Oh, yeah, yeah. We went to some church. It was like a Catholic church. Yeah, I forgot what street it is. You probably know, somewhere in Capitol Hill in Seattle. And I
Yeah.
bring Blksknn. I'm like, yo, bro, I've been hounding him for like 3 weeks. Like, bro, come hoop, come hoop. And I'm thinking, like, in my head, like, yeah, maybe he can shoot. You know, some people got a little shot to him.
Yeah.
This motherfucker can hoop, bro. This motherfucker used to hoop, bro. Like, like long, like, bro, motherfucker skinny as hell, like Slim Reaper style type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, I used to play basketball for like 5 hours a day, every day. For like
Mm,
probably like at least like 6 years, 7 years straight, just like, you know, playing ball for because I didn't want to go home. So like
yeah.
niggas got good, you know, like yeah, I'm all right. You could hoop though. This nigga he played basketball overseas and shit.
shoot. Yeah,
I
got
got
the whole experience.
all right. I'm all right, but shit. I was
Got
in the.
two humble folks, bro. Two humble folks over here, man.
What
Man,
about you, Calvin? What you play sports?
Oh, bro. I mean, for the most part, yeah, man. Like very similar. Yeah, I did. Like in elementary and then into high school, I mostly went into football and running track. But like basketball, like I used to go to camps, but you know, for me, I don't know well, I know how tall you are, that, but I don't know how tall Black is, but like literally I'm a short dude. So like me trying to play on high school and they over here, my high school used to recruit folks. So you got them recruiting folks from like all these different places. One dude on the team is like 6'6" in high school, and it's just like, yo, like you're gonna have me who's still trying to like grow, and I'm only like at like 5'6" at the time, trying to play with somebody who's already a foot taller. Like, nah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
yo.
Go ahead.
Nah, I was saying, what's up, Smiley? I ain't talked to that
Oh,
motherfucker forever.
I got
Mm,
and I'm 6'3", so I got lucky. But in high school, I wasn't 6 foot after. Like I was like
mm,
maybe 6 foot on a good day when I graduated, and I grew like extra 3 inches, and like that made a difference. Whenever I hoop now, like I could hoop late. I'm so tall. Like you gotta like, and I got handles like because I never played the big ass role, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm weird with size, you know. So like, yeah, got lucky.
Hey, but nah, I appreciate the jump back on that, man. Shoot, with that, y'all, let's keep on with this, man. This is dope. All right, now the one thing I want to know too, because I mean, kind of already see the link ups, you know, in Seattle, so I'm already getting the vibe for it. That's where y'all definitely met. But I got to hear Blacks on the other podcast before, but still, y'all let me know, like, how did y'all two meet?
Oh man.
Because I want to hear, especially, I just want to hear both of y'all. How did y'all two meet?
All right, Zach, I'm gonna let you tell that. I'm gonna let you tell the story.
All right. So like my side of the story, it's not that real special, but at the same time, it was I was working this festival, so I was working for this company called Reach Now, and what you can do is like an app. It's with BMW, right? So you get the app, you find any 3 Series or like Mini Cooper, and you can like unlock it and then drive it off and rent it for the day or for whatever price they charge. So I was working as a brand ambassador. So I forgot what festival I was at. I was like, it was Fremont. It was Fremont. So I set up my tent. I'm with my people. I'm with these like office nerds, like people with like bachelors all day. You know, I'm a brand ambassador. I'm like, yo, y'all check it out. Like I'm passing out flyers. I'm talking to people. I'm getting people. Ooh,
Yeah.
it's hot as hell. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much bored at this point. So I go walking around the festival.
Yeah.
And I walk through the like, I think I was in the middle on like, there's like 2 entrances, like the back and then you have the front and then there's like an open intersection. And when I got the tent, I didn't realize how many people were actually at this festival. I was like, oh, this is kind of like a big ass festival. So I go to like this corner to the street to go get some food. And I'm looking around and I see this dude in a turtleneck with some like cornrows and another dude with a beard. He looked like Rick Ross's younger cousin. You know what I'm saying? And I see this skinny motherfucker like on the corner, bro. These motherfuckers look like shady characters, bro. They look like they sell dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucker got the chain, everything. So I'm like, I'm looking, I'm peeping, they talking, they moving, they kind of just chilling in the cut. So I'm like, let me just peep. So I'm eating my little, I forgot what I got. I got like a funnel cake. So I get the funnel cake, eating the shit. I'm like peeping the scene. And I see the dude start handing out something. So I go up and I'm just watching him and he's talking and I see them like hand out CDs. I'm like, oh, crap. So I walk up to the motherfucker like, yo, you rap? He was like, yo, what's up, man? Like, yeah, my name's Blksknn. Gave me this whole spiel. You know what I'm saying? Like, gave me the whole spiel. Now I'm looking back into it because I used to sell CDs. The motherfucker was like, yeah, bro, I'm Blksknn. You know, I'm trying to sell these CDs. So I'm like, okay. Not really paying attention to what he's saying, but I'm like, can this motherfucker rap? So I'm like, all right, I'll take your CD, but you gotta rap. So he looks at the other dude, and Jugga Hill, that's his name. And he's like, "Fucker wants me to rap." All right, so he starts rapping. I was like, "Oh, okay." So he's just not in the turtleneck for nothing when it's like 96 degrees outside. Got some shit going for him. So then I'm like, I had been working on this rap little verse for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, bro, I gotta get this shit out. And I don't know what told me to like rap. So I just started rapping. So I just like, I remember I was like 25 still, no, running out of time. Gazelles on my feet, I ain't running out of rhymes. Dropped out of college, gained more knowledge. She giving brain to a poet, she a little scholar. Hustle like I'm Gary B. With the micro patience, micro speed. Pussy money, weed is all a nigga need. Can't forget my niggas on to come up on the side of me. Here for a reason, so I gotta get it. Woo, I'm going off. So I finished with the verse. It's like 10 seconds of silence. I'm like, damn, I must have folded or something. This motherfucker like, yo, that shit crazy, bro. Like, he like, yo, get my info. I copped the CD, and after that shit was history.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Anything? Okay, I was about to say if there's anything else you wanted to add on top of that, but that's mad. That's that's a dope experience because I know folks like I know
Yeah,
Black has said in the other interviews like he had like yeah, older folks I'll come up and do that to people to test them, but then to have somebody in your peer group to be like, hey yo, bro, okay, I get what you're doing, but you gotta rap for me, and then go back and forth like that, like that's a sign not only out of respect because of the fact that like you just spit something, but now let me show you that like I'm not just gonna just tell you okay you spit something without me also showing.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
I think that was a dope experience. Even though something inside you was like, yo, bro, like just do it. Like even if you didn't, I don't know if it was a different outcome, but still, like that's just pretty dope.
yeah.
and
That
then
was,
like yeah, my head.
I,
Go ahead. Go.
I've never had an experience like that till this day. Like that was like some on some like in the park rapping shit. Like I forgot I was at a fucking festival.
Mm.
Yeah. And then after that, I would have shows. Like I was starting to book my own shows, and I would just see
Mm.
at the open mics and shows, and I was just like, I kept seeing his face, kept seeing other people's face, and eventually I booked my own show. I put it together at a substation. I booked him for it,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then I was like, yo, you should come to the show. We should like do this lineup. I did a couple other, and then after that, like we had just started booking more shows, and he was like, yo, like I'm trying to record. He'll come to my place to record, and after that, bro, it's just
Yeah,
started
man.
selling CDs, bro. We done got into so much shit, bro. We done got into fights, man. We done almost jumped motherfuckers with like, bro. When I say we sweat like blood, sweat, and tears for this shit, I swear to God,
Mm.
yeah.
Goodness. Dang. And you already kind of going into the next question. And I mean, y'all can definitely go off of each other with this. But on top of y'all meeting, which that's a dope story, how did y'all both build personally and musically together after that?
Mm. So
Mm.
like I think it was more like for me it was less like a person like it was less like of a musical like
Mm,
cool ass dude and like I figure like if he's that dope at music and he's that dope like I'm like we get along so I'm not even gonna put no pressure on it and it really just came naturally like it just kind of happened like it wasn't like it was just really a lot of like actually having real conversations with each other. Like a lot of people call a lot of people their friends, but
mm-hmm.
this motherfucker right here is like really my friend, like my brother, like this dude right here, like there's there's been moments where I've been able to talk to this motherfucker about shit that I wouldn't be able to talk to anybody else about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like it's really just having like an actual like genuine relationship with somebody and not just like for the benefit of making whatever music you're making, whether it's dope or not, like just actually having a personal relationship with people and like being an authentic real person.
That's real. No, definitely. I agree with you on that. Like it, I feel the organic that's the organic nature of things like that. It's like if you really vibe with and you connect with that person on a personal level, like outside of the music and stuff, that all tends to just itself organically build without you even, like, oh man, we should do like let's do it. Just like y'all having a convo, be like, hey yo, like I forgot, man, you actually do music, like, bro, you want to get into something, like,
Yeah.
Exactly. And like we've tried. The crazy thing is we've also like we've tried to make projects together like before this. Like we've
mm,
like we're gonna do this whole project and it just never really panned out and I feel like that was just another testament to that and you just gotta let shit happen how it's supposed to sometimes and you can't really make it happen there's some things you can't just like make happen it has to just happen you know what I'm saying.
exactly.
Yeah, just basically going off what he said, man. Like it was more of like I saw he believed in himself, I believed in myself, and then I believed in his vision, he believed in mine, and we just kind of like we built from there. It was no like it's kind of weird, but it was no like ego thrown into it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
The whole process, like we just knew it was like a bigger picture, and we are like I always know it's a bigger picture, so it's like that's my brother. Like we And I think a lot of things accumulated into it. Like we were in the street selling CDs, our product. We go press our CDs. We'd go, uh, make the album cover, print it out in the library, whole time, and
Yeah,
like
about that shit.
go find deals, and then go to the streets, get rejected for like 8 hours, stand out there and like, bro, just get shitted on all day. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, I need like $10 for food. You know what I'm saying? Or I got you on this drink. Or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like you build a genuine connection, and it's like the universe, bro. Like you can't force shit like that. And yeah, that's all it was. You struggle together, you rise together, man. And I remember there's one memory I'll never forget this, bro. We were in opening for A.D.V.I.S.S, or we were opening for Currency.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
motherfucker stops the set, looks me in my eye, and was like, bro, we about to take over the world. Like in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like just stopped the whole set and was like, yo, we finna take over. Oh no, it was the Vera Project. Sorry. It was the Vera Project. It just looked me on, was like, bro, we about to take over the world. Boom, set list drops and like everyone goes crazy. And I was just like, yeah, this shit's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Whew. That sounded like that was a moment right there, man.
Yeah.
Yo, that is mad. That's mad dope. Dang.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, building. I mean, that's. I think that's pretty dope and pretty commendable too. Because again, a lot of folks don't necessarily want to do the hard work together. It's more so like when somebody gets somewhere, then somebody wants to be put on, versus like y'all going and you pounding the pavement to put your own selves on, but then at the same time y'all are there working together, almost like it became a street team without like, just again, like how organically built, versus like I said, folks that would be like, all right, you doing that, all right, go ahead and do your own thing all the way up here, and once you get up there, hey yo bro, shout me back out, and I'm just going to chill and do nothing. Like
Yeah.
that's now that's definitely more than just teamwork. Like that's a dope bond, man. That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah.
Dang.
I feel like nowadays it's like a lot of this shit is like the work is different now because
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily like if you go out, you can go out and sell CDs, but that's not gonna really have the same effect as it had when we first started. So like the work is a little different now, but I think it's like yeah, I think a lot more people should actually just sit back and enjoy the journey versus
Mm.
get where they're going. Like it is you're gonna miss it when it's gone. So like you may as well sit in it and enjoy the whole entire journey. Milk every little second, man, because one day you're gonna get where you're going and you're gonna look back and be like, fuck, I missed when I didn't
Mm.
fuck, and like I could afford to slack off a day here and there, but now I'm like in this whole new place where I can't let my foot off the gas, period.
Mm.
It's being able to like have the choice really, like shit like that. So like I think more people should really, really cherish the journey, man.
Yes, because and following up on your point, I mean, we use the analogy of life being a marathon and not necessarily about just sprinting all the way through. Because to your point, you really miss out on key things that could have not only it will add more value and more memories, but really to be joyful in that process, because that's where everything is happening. You got your beginning and you got your end. Like you already know what you did at the beginning, and then at the end it could just that's it. But
Mm-hmm.
you're missing this whole line of what is going on in that journey piece, which is, all those experiences, your life. It's the lifespan that's there. So really enjoy that versus, oh, how I started and how I want to finish.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, 100%.
Mm-mm-mm. Right. This next question for sure, I was very interested because I see the post not only on yours, Blksknn, but also on Zacharyah's page. But I would keep seeing this um, title. It kept on saying Day in the Life, an experimental project. Now, my question with that is, like, why do you say that this project, and for those who don't know, the project is by Blksknn and Zacharyah. It's called The Day in the Life. Please go check it out on all streaming platforms. If y'all want to follow, please go on the top. You see that there's a arrow. Click down on that and follow both of these brothers. But going back, question with that is, why is this project in particular experimental project versus the other ones that you've put out, both of you put out?
Well, I mean, for me, I would say they're all experimental projects. Because like I don't never stop experimenting with my music. Like I don't stop experimenting with it. Like every time I make a new body of work, I'm getting something new out on there. It could be very small and subtle that nobody notices, or it can be very clear, But like always trying out something new. I'm always learning new words, learning a bunch of shit. Like, every time I make down for a new batch of like, like it's different every time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same. And like, when I do decide to make a whole album, I think more like gonna be more on the head of exactly what the fuck I'm doing, And when right now it's like me exploring down, working with different producers and like exploring the music, man.
See now I'm definitely seeing what you're meaning by that, man. Appreciate that. You got anything on that too, Zach?
Yeah, I would say for like experimental project, like the reason it's called that for like me, as far as the production side, is like my intentions were to just kind of like find a space that wasn't really mainstream, but like too left to where it's like too weird. Like I just wanted to find my own pocket and set my own intentions, like making these beats. You know what I'm saying? And I have been holding on to them for a minute. And then like I think with the beats it allowed Blksknn to like explore different pockets of flows and different spaces and just different ways to express themselves. So it kind of just ended up like organically being something experimental because I don't come from like an actual like culture, so there's no like particular sound that I have. You know what I'm saying? You can play this project in different areas of the world, and you're gonna get a good amount of people that can like resonate with it because it's kind of like, it's free flowing.
Yeah.
You know?
Dope, man. Yeah, I definitely agree. When I was definitely listening to the project, I listened a few times for not only the sound but also the quality, the bars, and just the vibe in general. Doing multiple different things, and I can definitely say when y'all speaking on the experimental part, this is definitely something I have not really heard in any other different space, but definitely in a good way. Like definitely very good. Like I know I've told a few people already about the project. This is gonna definitely be able to tell a lot more people. But on top of that, you probably already did a little bit already and said it, but earlier. But what really possessed y'all to put this project out like now during this time?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a really good question.
If okay, so I got this thing with colors, right? Gotta feel like the color, and right now, like yellow, if that makes sense. Like it's feel warm and just kind of like not warm, but not necessarily warm, but like the color wise, it's warm. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's actually cold, but it's warm outside. If that makes sense. Like
Okay.
like I sounds and visions go together for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, fall is my like one of my top. I thrive in the fall. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole season. So like, I didn't tell this motherfucker like, yo, falls, but you know what I'm saying? This is the time we decided to release this project because it just fit the season for it too. It's like it's vibes, it's very, very like comfy, just chill, like in the cut type stuff. Or if you like riding, you know what I'm saying, you ride in the neighborhood, you got the leaves and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's October, you bumping this, you know what I'm saying? Like you can do it so much, and even in the winter, you cuddled up, cuffing, Gouda and Brie. That's the perfect time.
Yo,
I
That's how.
will say, y'all, everybody that's watching too, this is I recommend definitely playing this in the car when you driving and cruising. Like it's definitely a go-to. Like when I've been driving, this is one of the projects I have put on, and I'm just like I can play it all the way through.
I think
So
we got a question for somebody in the comments.
let's see. You tell me, what do we got? I wanted to see. I don't see one.
uh,
Uh,
does the partnership force you to be more competitive?
Mm.
Uh, nah, not really. I mean, I don't compete with nobody, but really self in a way. Like just
Mm.
face, you know. Like, of course, like I rap and a lot of people rap, but like nobody's gonna do it how I do it. So like I can't really compete with anybody. At the end of the day, like I always bring my best. So like you're gonna get the best regardless. I don't know. Not really.
I feel that. Yeah, I didn't see the question because I don't know. There's a person that I can't see, but I didn't see that question. But
Yeah,
here the influence.
oh, from here to
yeah.
influence, it was a while back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess to answer
Um,
that, it's weird because it's like the way I see it. Um, when I'm in the
oh,
studio with this dude,
Yeah.
uh, I naturally bring my best in way. Like I bring my best to the table, he brings his best to the table. It's not like he, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think naturally we're both competitive because we've done sports, but at the same time, I don't like. It's not, I gotta outdo this motherfucker. Like it's more like okay, that's how he coming. All right, this is how I'm gonna come, and then we kind of just meet at the table. You know what I'm saying? And present what we got. So
Yeah.
that's how and it kind of like more of like a team because like I kill my ego. I can
Mm.
only compete with myself the same way. Man in the mirror is the person I'm compete with.
I hear that. It. I mean, going off of y'all saying that, it makes it seem more so as in since it's a team effort, you really don't want to slack. Like nobody wants to end up slacking. You know you're not going to slack, but then you also know that you're not. But you're like he's like here at this energy. I'm gonna make sure we either gonna match it with how I match my energy, and this is gonna come out even greater. It's no like, oh, he did a better than this or better than that. It's more so like, yo, I'm gonna continue the energy from where he started. I'm gonna continue that.
yeah. Sometimes there's been times where he'll write something and I'll be like, I gotta change the bar now because like motherfucker just said that. I gotta say, you know, like so like, but it's like I do that so it plays off of each other. So it's both of us. Like, you know, if you set the bar up a little higher, I'm about to go up there with you, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm not staying down here.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I'm the same way. He knows, man. Cause
Yeah.
if I'll write a whole verse. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Nah, it's cool.
Ah man. But see, again, that's like you said, bringing the best out of each other, and not necessarily just for the fact that oh, I want to feel better, but it's basically you're gonna give out a much better product to your listeners going that way, as well as y'all creating memories within in that same moment of just doing stuff. Like, hey man, you remember that one time in the studio that like, yo, you said like if you don't get this borrowed, man, you about to rewrite your whole verse, little small things like that, just like in that process is just how y'all are building to create something even better. It's like an alley oop. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
Since we talked about basketball earlier, he's like, yeah, it's like an alley oop.
Nothing
Ah,
else better.
Crazier every time is crazier in the dunk.
mm,
That's a bar. That's a bar.
write that down. Uh, on top of that, now we got a little bit into explaining it. Now, both of y'all, what's y'all's favorite track from the EP?
Elevator.
Mm.
It's between Elevator and Sega 95 for me.
Okay.
That's a deep cut right there. I would say like sonically, Gouda and Breeze are my favorite.
Okay.
Like content and everything, soliloquy is my
Oh,
yeah,
Soliloquy.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Because this one's for you, Blackskin. Because we talking about favorite tracks. For me, I agree with you content wise. Soliloquy is my favorite track. Like content wise, my favorite track. Just the whole vibe, the feel, and where you went with it. It's again, it connected with me because for me, I am a dude that loves not only stories and storytelling, but also the introspective side of when people come in and show you what they can end up doing.
Yeah.
So my question to you on that is, what was your writing and your thought process when making that track Soliloquy? Like, run us through it if you can.
What? I, so when I made that, I was living somewhere I didn't want to live. Like, in
Mm,
like in like a, a in like a relationship that I didn't. I wouldn't say didn't want to be in, but wasn't sure about, and it was like a repeat of
mm,
over in my life, and I realized it like in the middle of the cycle. I realized it, and like I had to just like organize my thoughts, and like so the first part of the song was like it was the realization, right?
mm,
And then like by the time I get like to the end of the verse, it's like understanding, and then the top of the second verse is more understanding, and then the end by the end it's like declaration statement, like this is what it is, like. And so I guess it was just more like it was more made out of a need for clarity, you know.
mm.
Yeah, I was just like in a weird spot in life, and it helped. It helped really, like yeah.
I
So,
mean, I mean, again, back to your point earlier, why you even, what really kind of inspired and pushed you really was to have that as an outlet, so you wouldn't be over here doing all these other different things and really making it more, constructive. So knowing how to pull from your resources to help you not only cope but to create at the same time. So now I really vibe with that track because of definitely the content. I mean, the whole EP is definitely a vibe and a feel, but I know like when that one especially did come on, I had to like, not gonna lie to you, I ran that back. Like while I was driving, I was like, yo, let me run that back. Like, cause I really wanted to make sure I was listening, I was in there with it. And I mean the production on it, of course, I mean at the same time too, played in with how well the story was woven and given. So I mean, of course, credits to you, Zach, on that as well, brother. Um
the
my,
beats, like the what really drives the whole like writing experience for me. Like if the beat's not there, like it's hard to write a song like that. So really, like that it was the alley oop.
mm, yep,
Uh,
dang. And then with that, this one to you, Zach, is on there. I would say sonically for me personally, and one of the other tracks that I like the beat and how it definitely started off actually was Major Taylor.
mm,
I actually like that a bit sonically. For there's certain sounds in there that like it really did catch my ear. But my question to you, brother, is because I know you for a lot of rapping. You know that, like, back way when, Manjade and all these other different tracks, Growth EP, etc. So my thing with you is, what made you start producing tracks, and on top of that, what would be your favorite produced track so far? Ah, no,
oh
can't
yeah,
hear you, can't hear you, bro.
Oh, my fault. I muted myself. My fault. All right. My here. I'm about to go deep into it, talking to myself. But nah, that's a tough question because they're all my babies, like all of them, they're all my children. Like I feel like I'm still in the stage where it's like it's hard to give out beats because as an artist, I'll be putting
Yeah.
my hard hat on, and I'll be like, ooh, I can. But then, you know what I'm saying? It took a lot for me to just give it out. You know what I'm saying? Just give that out. So it's hard to say. I love them all, but I would say my favorite one I've produced so far, probably Gouda and Brie. That was the most I put like the most like time into. Um, I and what and the funny part was like the reason I started making beats is because it started in like Seattle. I always wanted to make beats, but I felt like, you know, with the relationship between a producer and a rapper,
Yeah.
especially the beats you really want, most times is unless you can like politic, you know, like really well, you got some type of clout.
Yeah.
Um, it's available to you, or you got to plug or connect. Well, I just wanted to cut the middleman out, and I just wanted to be the connect. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just plug myself. You know,
Yeah.
just take control of my own reality and making my own beats. And also, I felt like that would help me also just like diversify my portfolio as an artist, so I could work with different artists on multiple levels,
Yeah.
not just rapping, but like if I threw you a verse, you know what I'm saying? You know, I fuck with a verse, cool. Let me throw you some beats. All right,
Yeah.
you messing with the beats, you know what I'm saying? Like it expands my knowledge in that way, like, you know, Blksknn said earlier, so I can explore. And also at the same time, like I can give my beats to people I really mess with. Like, so if it's fire, I can give it to like with him, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my guy. There was no like, you know, there's business, but at the same time it wasn't no like nah bro, I need like 3 bands for this one. You know what I'm saying? Like it was more just,
Yeah.
yo, this is for the love. That's my homie. He wants to make music with it. Boom. And I have that flexibility with
Yeah.
like making my beats stuff like that. So that's why. So with Gouda and Brie, just to double back, is like I made a lot of those beats before I went to boot camp to join the Navy.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of passion into it. So that's why I say it's hard, because like it was all I had. I was like, it was almost like trying to squeeze out all creative juices before I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And did like time, like for real, because that's what boot camp feel like. For anybody who
Yeah.
goes to join the military, who's been in the military, you know. Um. So and then we had, you know, quarantine because of COVID. So uh, yeah. So that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so that's the only thing I would say about that. Just flexibility, be able to control my own narrative.
Mm, that's beautiful. Okay, man. All right.
Shit.
Now we gotten to go through and see again for those who are coming in. This is Blksknn as well as Zacharyah. Please go and check out their profiles up in here. Click on the arrow. If not, find them. You can type in Day in a Life EP Blksknn. That means Blksknn. And Zacharyah, I'm not a spelling bee champ right now, but go check these guys out and listen to the EP. And y'all tell me, you know, what y'all feel and think. Also on their pages, please go and follow and support. These two really dope brothers, so please take the time to give a listen. Now, getting closer to some of the ends of these questions, and appreciating of y'all time.
Appreciate you, man.
From the project, oh, of course, no problem.
Next, dope. I'm not. I didn't even know what time it is. I'm having fun.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, no, we still good. Like we still good, y'all. Like
We
just
having fun.
like preferencing it. Like we're good. All right, here, see, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead, brother, and I'm gonna pin it so people can see that. Done that earlier. See, I'm learning stuff. Y'all so helpful. All
Dope.
right. The question I got is from this project after y'all made it and put it out. What was the overall message or theme that you wanted to give to your listeners for this project?
Mm.
Question.
All right, that's a great question.
So,
Uh,
like, you know that same thing you said earlier, like you when you were driving around, like it's good. One of those driving, you know that thing,
Yeah,
walking around. The same thing to say from working when you're working. these are all like all music is useful for those things, and if you can drive to this, you can do all of those things. I wanted it to be like literally a peek in, like as the title said, a day into my life, like, and so I wanted it to be like just mad regular, mad shit that I usually think about, you know, I usually do, like, you know, everything is of like a regular day in my life. My mind goes, man. So like, I wanted it to just feel like walk around to, something you could drive around to, something you could do whatever to.
Respect, respect.
Yeah,
You, Zach?
I would say like I don't know as far as like like there was no intention of like for me like making the beats were kind of just moments, like a collective of moments that added up and eventually being this project. But my interpretation of the project is just like a day in the life of being a real nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Like just being a real dude, like everyday shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like it, man. Dang, yeah. I mean, that's definitely a great way to, I mean, have that also as the messages, that being in the title, and just kind of almost kind of like if it's a, all right, come walk with me and see what I do on a regular day. Almost like if you bringing your kid to work, or like literally you bringing a homeboy through, and it's like, yo, all right, so we getting off the elevator and we getting to the money to go and drive and do this. Like, it's like literally almost you taking them on. We talk
Yeah,
about the journey. You taking your listeners on a journey of like, yo, this is what I do in a regular day. Like,
Yeah.
take your kids to work day. I like
yeah.
that.
I mean,
That's
that's what it made me think of. That's what it made me think of.
It's like hustle, you know what I'm saying? You can hustle to it, you could get your heart breaking, go through heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? Like going through relationship, you know what I'm saying? You go through just like figuring yourself out. It's kind of just like a coming of age type story. It's just it's finding self. That's how I be interpreting for real.
That's Look, and that's the beautiful thing about creating music and art, is that it's up for interpretation. So even though you may have your interpretation of it, somebody can have a completely different interpretation that they've gotten from songs, which can either help them to get inspired or even push them during a certain, time they may not be, feeling up to, continuing or doing stuff of that nature. So I think it's dope just hearing those both parts. Oh man. Now, I was trying to think of like one to like two words that like would pop out to me during the project, and for some reason, two of the words that popped out to me, at least when I'm thinking of the project, was dedication as well as authenticity. Because of talking about how like this is day to life, this is who I am, like authentically, this is what I'm going through and how things are handled, but as well as continuing to push to drive towards something. So my question to both of you is, what are your thoughts on dedication and authenticity when it pertains to your life or passions?
You go ahead first.
All right. So like with me, as long as I'm just being myself, and I as far as like authenticity, I can only give my best self. I'm like I can only do what I'm able to do. You can only control so much, and with me, I can only control the space around me. So go through a maneuver through life like that. I wouldn't say like I mean I'm dedicated, but at the same time like I'm more dedicated than just like figuring shit out for myself. You know what I'm saying? And figuring out how I can like help other people in the process. And if I can help other people in the process, that's kind of just like my main goal, just to make other people better.
That's respect. That's respect.
Yeah, man. Like,
that's a deep ass question. I won't even lie, bro. That
yeah. I'm trying not too deep, man.
I'm saying, look, it came from, again, I was listening to the project, and like I said, there's words that I was trying to, come through and what would pop out to me, and these were just the two. So I was like, I had to put them in some type of question form. So
I think dedication that's a good word, because like that, like, I never actually thought about this, but that actually means dedication means a lot to me. Like, to be able to do what you're doing and like continue forward, like regardless of anything that happens, like know that you're gonna land where you're supposed to land.
yeah,
Like, it's important to have that, especially like with creating music and being like just a rapper in people's eyes, like another rapper. Like it's important to have that, like, that dedication, like, to what you're doing, like, because if you don't have that, like, at the end of the day, like, one negative comment can like leave you feeling like you're not supposed to be doing what you're doing, when in reality, like, you should probably just continue forward, because like, you know there's millions of people, like, in one little part of the world, but like in the whole world, there's like billions, there's so many people, like, one motherfucker don't mean shit, like, so
yeah,
dedication is mad important. uh Authenticity is mad important too, because if you're not being authentic, then you just like, if people do like you, they're just sold on an idea of something that's not you. And so when you do decide to be yourself, nobody's gonna really fuck with it in the same way, where if you would have just been yourself the whole time. So yeah.
yes, and then it not only will they not mess with it, it's you're already inadvertently pushing people away from you without you knowing. Because the one word that a lot of people like to throw out nowadays too, when it comes to music and how they feel about people, is vibe. And it's like, oh, if you don't get that vibe from a person, that not only saying that you're being open, but you are, true to you in and out,
Yeah.
it makes it harder for people to really approach you and to really relate to you. And it don't even have to be relating to, the color. It's just relating to the life experiences that you go through.
Yeah. I
So
feel I be feeling so, like, so whenever I go do shows, man,
yo,
this like always happens. Like, I like tell white people, like, oh, my name is Blksknn, and then they always feel weird saying it. And I'm like, it's cool, you can say it, bro, because like, you're already thinking it. So now I'm gonna make you say it. Now I'm gonna make
mm,
you just saying what you're thinking, because it's not offensive,
yeah,
because I'm a black dude. So like, and I called myself that for a reason.
yeah,
Say it, bro, and
mm,
like it breaks down barriers, and like, what I'm saying, it'll it's that's the authentic part of me. Like, I can't not do shit like that. You know.
yeah.
That's
It's like you addressing the elephant in the room already. It's just like, all right, so we can just get to the vibes, like, boom, and be like, oh. But it's like, no, just continue. It's all good. We already addressed it. Let's keep it pushing.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm with that.
I 100% agree.
Mm. You see, now he outside now. I'm just playing.
I had to go for sure.
I feel
That
that.
last question fucked me up so much. I had to go.
Oh man, y'all too goofy. All right, look, before more. All right, let's go over into. I got a few you can say, quote unquote, fun questions, so we can get you from the meditative spiritual state. I'm just playing. So the first question I got for y'all is a would you rather question. So, would you rather have the ability to jump extremely high, but you can't sleep, or have invincibility, but you can't speak?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, run that back, my boy.
I had to do it on some craziness. Would you rather have the ability to jump extremely high? That means you can jump over buildings, literally jump like out as far as you want up into the sky, but you can't sleep. Or would you want to be invisible, but you can't speak at all? You can't talk to nobody.
Invincible.
Yep.
Can't
Like
see me.
well,
Or
you
like you
can't.
can't.
Yeah, you can't. No, you can't see. You can't see nobody.
Oh,
You
I
can't.
thought you said invincible. Oh, invisible.
No. Invisible.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then we talking about. You can be invisible whenever you want, or you're just permanently invisible.
You can be invisible whenever you want.
Okay, word.
Can I make people invisible without them knowing?
Now that's the thing. It only applies to you.
Okay. All
No,
right.
I'll be invisible. I'll take the invisible, but I can't speak. Fuck no. Hold on. Wait. No, I'll take jump high. I'll take jump high, but I can't speak, but I can't sleep. I'll take that.
Okay.
Take that. I'll take that. I think that's it.
I'm gonna take the invisible.
Mm.
Take the invisible because I could just like rob a bank, go out, and I go on an island, get my own island, and not have to talk to anybody.
You're
Because I can
right.
do, if I can't speak, I can speak with my hands. You didn't say.
I did it. Look, I did it. I was gonna come back at y'all and ask for your like explanations into kind of why, but I mean, yeah. Any way you wanna put it, like run with it.
Gonna
That's
be on
crazy.
ASL, you feel me? On that
Mm-hmm.
ASL too.
I thought about that. I was like, if I was invisible, I could rob a bank, right?
Yeah.
You know, but then I can't. What was it? What I can't do if I'm invisible?
You couldn't speak.
I couldn't speak, right? But then that means I can't rap no more, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what I would do, right? Because I was thinking about how I'm gonna get money. I would just be able to jump really high, and then I'll just like be in like the circus or some shit, or like do like Harlem Globetrotters, or like train to be in the NBA or some shit. Because if I could jump high, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'll just jump from the 3-point line and I'll score all the points.
But bro, you going like, all right, you training, but you're going 3 years in your career, not sleeping, bro. You finna pass out.
That's the thing, that if I can't sleep, like, then that means just comically I probably won't get tired or some shit. I don't know. Like, well, I could probably just lay down and rest my like body, like,
No.
no, man, or like
Yeah.
go little tanks or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like a vampire or some shit.
Mm.
I don't know,
Like I
man.
said, I know I threw that as a crazy question out there. I just wanted to see interpretations on it. There's no right and wrong. It was just to see, all right, which one would you end up going for? Like the first thing I thought was like, if you did pick the invisibility and you couldn't speak, you'd be like, dang, that means I can't rap no more. So like, man, like, what am I going to end up doing? But you find ways around it.
When I changed my mind, that's what I had realized. I was like, oh, I can't rap no more. Oh, fuck that. I was like,
All right. Next question. I know we talked a bit about, background earlier, but if you can think of what is one favorite childhood memory that you like to share?
God damn.
yeah, that was a good ass question. Jesus.
You go ahead. You go ahead. Um,
All right, so boom. Like down the street from actually where I live now, there's this little park that I used to play at when I was a kid.
Mm.
We used to have these like pine cone fights. Like there was mad pine cones, and we would just like getting firing off pine cones at each other. Like so, like yeah, that's like one of my is those pine cone fights, man. And like riding my bike at that park. I remember one time I rode my bike down the hill, or not down the hill, down the stairs, and it flipped the whole motherfucker over, and the bike landed on top of me. It was awful.
What
But
the?
That park right there is like where all my memories are, like my favorite childhood memories.
That's dope. That is so dope.
Bro, that's your favorite memory? That shit sound like it hurt.
I mean, it was fun, bro. We niggas was throwing pine cones at each other. Niggas was like,
Oh, okay,
it
yeah.
was us and all the neighborhood kids. So it was like having a snowball fight, but it never really snowed and stuck like here, like that, like out here. So like we just was throwing pine cones instead of like, you know, snow. Pine cones aren't that heavy, you know.
Yeah. I,
My
when I say I like it, bro. I like it.
my favorite memory would probably be like, well, shit. Most of it I don't remember, but the majority of it that I remember. So we were in Texas. I was living in Texas at the time. It was San Antonio, and I'm at this daycare. It was like a hot that afternoon. Just got out from school, and we at the park, and I'm chilling by the swings or something like that. I'm chilling doing the cut, talking, rolling dice or something. I don't know, playing Foursquare. You know what I'm saying?
Rolling dice?
You talking about shit? I was doing some
And that,
some shit.
oh,
Okay.
Yeah, we was rolling craps at 3 years old, my nigga.
That's how you was learning your numbers? You was
Yeah,
rolling the sevens and the
yeah,
11s
yeah.
and
You feel me? Motherfuckers was rolling dice. So boom. I'm messing around, and then all of a sudden the water sprinklers turn on, and then the counselors. It was like we had like chaperones or counselors, and they were like, "Yo, the water is on. Come, you know what I'm saying? It's like water day." So I'm like the first.
Are you back? Yeah, you back.
Yeah. So I don't leave out where I start. So I'm the first one to peep this, right? But I like a mirror. You ever seen meerkats pop their head out the hole?
Yeah.
So like boom, I pop my head out the hole. I'm like, oh, water, bet. I'm like, yo, everybody, it's water day. Let's go get wet. So boom, everyone start running like a whole mob of us just start running down across the field to the sprinklers. So the water come, ooh, ooh. So I'm looking to the left. It's like a line of us. It's like if you're going to war. You know what I'm saying? It's like the front lines of just kids,
Mm.
little badass kids running to this water. So boom, I'm looking to the right. Kids running to me. Boom, boom, boom. Fat motherfucker next to me. Boom, some girls behind me. Boom, boom, boom. We running. So like as I'm turning, I see some kids not noticing. I'm like, yo, come on, let's go to the water. Bam! I get smacked to the ground. Pop. I'm like,
Mm.
bro, I ran into a tree, and I have a scar to the day on the side of my head. The branch went into my head, missed my brain, and went into the part that I guess it doesn't matter, but it had poked in. Next thing I know, I got to the ground. I woke up. I was in the hospital with like 6 stitches in my head. I still got the scar to this day. And
Wow.
it was my favorite because I wake up, my mom's crying. She's like, "Oh my God, my baby, my baby." I'm like, "Mom, what happened?" Like, oh, it was fun. She was like,
No, you can't hear you, bro.
muted, bro.
It's like we can't get that last part. We need that last part, bro.
Still can't hear you, man. Are you muted?
Did he mute himself, bro? All right, there we go.
somebody called me.
Oh, okay.
But nah, long story short, I had gotten out of school for like a month trying to recover. And I may have gotten like slightly retarded after that, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I swear, man.
That's
Look
far
at
violent than pine cones.
and so honestly, it's more so they're very memorable. That's something at the point that you can, you can go back into. So I mean, I get it, both of those experiences, but it's funny you was talking about the part you pop out of the hole. When you said meerkat, first thing I thought of was like how Lion King. I think it was Lion King either 1.1.5 or 2 when they start doing that whole quick
Yeah,
before the hyena comes type thing, dig a
Nah,
tunnel.
if you
But
see
like,
Meerkat Manor, the motherfuckers are like you seen Life of Pi. There's like an island of like meerkats on one of the islands he gets stranded on, just like that.
Yeah, but you had that. That's like honestly, that's a movie moment. Like literally, he's like that one kid to be like, everybody, and then literally everybody's just coming, and then all of that happens. But man, glad you're here though, and you know you got you some time off from school during that time, and at least from what I'm hearing, there's no type of like least delays that I can see or hear of. So yeah, brother.
No, I'm slow. I'm slow enough in different ways.
I saw a really great question in the comments, and I'm gonna definitely get to that one before we close out. We basically have 3 more, and then appreciate y'all's time. Another question on here. 3 places that you have gone or you want to go.
I want to go to London.
Okay.
Wow. I've been to San Francisco, and I would go back there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me pick another place I want to go. I want to go to St. Kitts and Nevis, which is where my dad's side of the family is from.
Wait, say that again?
St. Kitts and Nevis.
Where's that?
It's like a little 2-island nation in the Caribbean.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's dope. Okay.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. And Mr. World Traveler, you know.
No, there's a lot of places I haven't been. So I'll give you 3. I'm not gonna say the places I've been, but I'll give you 3 I want to go. I want to go to Nepal.
Okay.
I want to hit the Caribbean islands. And I want to hit South America.
Specifically where?
Brazil.
Okay. Nice.
I don't want to.
Continue.
I'm going to.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I know I just put the one out there, but I mean at the end of the day, like again, y'all was on that stage together talk about taking over the world. So honestly, when that ends up happening, you know your spots to be like, all right, this is where we're gonna go perform and do our thing. So
What about you,
I
dog?
know.
What about you?
Me, for sure, I wanna go to Africa. So specifically, I do want to check out Ghana, in Kenya, and a few places in Africa. I do want to take a trip back out to Italy. Honestly, on my other time being out there, I actually want to go back to Italy and explore a little bit more. Maybe Venice, because I didn't get to go to Venice when I was out there. And then I think very similar to Black. Well, between both of y'all, I would like to go see how what's up with London, and then as well as either Brazil or the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, DR would be dope.
Yeah.
Hello, K. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. Now let me see this question that we got from Dominique. And the question is, not sure if this was asked, but what is it? What is some advice you would give to a younger version of you?
A younger version, believe in yourself no matter how hard it gets, and to stick to your guns and block out the noise. And when it seems like it's repetitive and redundant, and you're not living, like you're not living like other people.
Mm-hmm.
Just take that. You gotta embrace the suck. They have a saying in the Navy, it's like embrace the suck. So yeah, like just go through the hardship and the struggle, because sometimes you only have to do 2 years of that. It's not that long if you really believe in what you do. And the earlier you start, the more you'll reap in the long term.
Nice.
I like that. So I was watching the Wu-Tang series, right? Confucius quote where he basically said like everybody has 2 lives. Your first one ends when you realize that you only have one.
Mm.
Yeah. and that would be like a
Facts.
sum up of like what I would tell my younger self. Like, this is everybody's first time here, so give everybody the grace, you know, and don't be so, you know, so quick to cast people aside, you know, and just like be gracious, be happy that you're there, you know, like in the moment, and stay sharp, man. That's really it. Stay sharp, stay dangerous, you know.
Stay dangerous.
Mm,
Yeah. You stay safe. That's how you get popped. But you stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Always on ready. I like that.
nice. Thank you, Dominic, for that question.
That was a good question.
It was. And now, last question for y'all, and I'm gonna make this the signature for the show as well too. So again, appreciate y'all's time. It has been so dope. The question I want to leave us on before I close it out, and even if y'all have some, y'all can ask as well, is when it comes to life and things overall, would you rather go quality or quantity?
Quality for sure.
Why is
Quality
that?
for sure. Cause quantity, like, yeah, it can like, yeah, quality's always better. I've never liked no half-ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like quality. I've always liked quality. You know, like quality always wins for me personally. I wear old ass clothes too, so like I definitely like quality. You know,
Mm,
like, yeah, quality just always. I don't know why I always just default to quality because it's way more important to me. It's always been more important to me. Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. I would say quality too, to be honest. It stands. I say quality because, um, yeah, it stands the test of time.
mm,
Stands
mm.
the test of time. So quality for sure. And yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to at least have that because that's always something that's talked about on different types of platforms wherever you end up going. It's always this talk about quality versus quantity, and at the end of the day, it's really how you look at it. You know, perspective wise, you can argue and say for both, but really just to see how the words and how they resonate with you and find your meaning behind it. Either way, it's yours.
Yeah, you remember quality. Like you remember quality. Quantity, like you remember because it's been pushed to you and like just fed to
Mm,
you. You know what I'm saying? And quality is like you remember it on your own.
yeah, yeah. Well, y'all brothers, appreciate y'all so much for your time. I
Thank you for
will
man.
definitely, if y'all want the video, I got y'all. I'll find a way to send it so y'all can put it on different places and share it with folks so you can have that. But again, thank you, Blksknn. Thank you, Zacharyah, for coming on and
thank you.
being the first to start this off for us for these more interviews. And there'll be more to come. Y'all see what I did with that? There'll be more to come in the future when it comes to these interviews, which is memoirs of our real experiences. So I don't know if y'all two have anything to close out with, but if you do,
Just thank you for having us, bro. Like this was a dope experience. Yeah, this was dope as hell. Like it was just like having conversation with friends, you know.
Yeah,
So I appreciate you having us. Everybody go stream Day in the Life.
yes,
Yeah, man.
dream day in the life. Also, shout out to A.D.V.I.S.S. You know what I'm saying, for setting this up. You know what I'm saying? Like this is dope. I think this is gonna turn out well for you, and I definitely, I'm praying for this to even blow up. This is the great opportunity, and just to connect to other artists and just build a community off of this. So anything you need from us, man, or you need from me, definitely got it. It's hard to find genuine people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I definitely appreciate your time.
yeah, exactly. And nah, I'm grateful, man. Like I said, again, real recognize real off of the vibes and things of that nature, and you know that's really one of the things that not only as artists, but us as human beings want to do is we want to connect. So finding ways for us to create community in whatever we end up doing and to be able to help others in any way that we can, you know, go for it. So again, shouts out to y'all and I appreciate y'all's time. This has been the first interview of many more to come, y'all. So again, go check out these brothers. Go check out Day in the Life. Please go stream that on all platforms. If you want to follow them on Instagram, again, there is that icon at the top. Click down and follow these two brothers, man. You will not be disappointed. I am telling you for sure you will not. And at the end of the day, it's all up to you to make these choices, but don't forget to write your memoirs so you can continue to write your true and real experiences. But with that, y'all, we're out. Much love, and we will see y'all next time. Peace and love.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Salute.
I'll take it easy.
Have a good one, y'all. Thank you.